This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for January 22nd, 2026. Puscifer are going to be screening their new live concert film, Normal Isn't, Puscifer, live at the Pacific Stock Exchange at select independent record stores on February 6th to February 8th. The screenings will coincide with the upcoming February 6th release date of the band's fifth studio album, Normal Isn't. Maynard James Keenan saying brick-and-mortar vinyl shops are the lifeblood of independent bands. There is a symbiotic relationship that was almost obliterated by the age of digital downloads and streaming. Thankfully, we survived by working together. The film was shot August 11th of 2025 in Los Angeles. You can go to puscifer.com to find a record store near you. And speaking of movies, Megadeth Behind the Mask, the cinematic legacy event where Dave Mustaine pulls back the curtain on 40 years of Megadeth, sharing untold stories of the band's incredible past and the creative fire that drives the band, is in theaters for one day only today. Interwoven throughout, audiences will get to experience the world premiere of Megadeth's new self-titled album in full, brought to life with a 40-year retrospective career-spanning interview and Mustaine's own track-by-track reflections about the band's final studio album. Limp Bizkit's 2000 hit Rollin' is the soundtrack to a new Super Bowl commercial just put out by Bud Light. The minute-long teaser finds Post Malone and Peyton Manning and actor and comedian Shane Gillis sharing a car ride together on their way to a wedding. Post Malone will be part of the Bud Light-sponsored pregame concert on February 6th in San Francisco ahead of Super Bowl 60. Sepultura have announced their final North American tour leg as their farewell tour continues to wind down. Celebrating life through death, we'll have the band out on the road with Exodus, Biohazard, and Tribal Gaze. The tour kicks off April 29th in Montclair, New Jersey, and wraps up at the Wiltern in Los Angeles on May 29th. The Talking Heads have announced yet another blast from the past, Tentative Decisions, Demos, and Live, due out on March 6th. The latest archival release comes as the Talking Heads extend their 50th anniversary celebration. Corrosion of Conformity have added spring 2026 U.S. headlining dates with support from Whores and Crowbot. That includes a stop in Worcester, Massachusetts at the Palladium on April 11th. And Aria Guitars of Japan will mark 40 years since the passing of Metallica bassist Cliff Burton by reissuing the Aria Pro 2 Cliff Burton signature bass. The special model will be debuted at this weekend's NAMM convention in Anaheim, California, honoring Cliff Burton's groundbreaking tone and legacy, but saying that this bass is created for a new generation of players. The bass will be made available to the public this spring. And Triumph guitarist and vocalist Rick Emmett has announced a new book of poetry called Leaning Into It, set for publication on April 7th. Chuck D from Public Enemy and John Densmore from The Doors have teamed up for a new project called Dope. The pair's debut album, No Country for Old Men, is set for release on April 18th. And Bret Michaels from Poison has indirectly responded to drummer Ricky Rocket's recent claims that the Poison frontman's contract demands caused the band's planned 2026 tour to fall through. In a Facebook post yesterday, Bret Michaels wished Ricky Rocket fun as he got inducted into the Metal Hall of Fame and congratulated Green Day and Bad Bunny for their upcoming performances at this year's Super Bowl. Saying, quote, "To my friend Ricky Rocket, have fun with my good buddy Eddie Trunk and enjoy the Metal Hall of Fame ceremony. As always, I consider Poison to be Bobby, Cece, Ricky, and myself. I also make no bones about loving the BMB, meaning the Bret Michaels Band, and will always have both in my life. Bottom line, I love music, I love the fans, and I'm always forever grateful. Onward and upward, let's focus on the positive in 2026 and the potential of a future reunion." And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 294, featuring 0936, is available now. And check out this week's bonus episode featuring Gavin Rossdale from Bush.